as you can see today, we're looking at the Yard King Performance model with a 12 horsepower Tecumseh engine, 33-inch clearing path. It is Yard King Performance. So I have previously replaced the auger belt on this snow thrower. Right there, I wrote down that I used a 1/2 inch by 39-inch belt. It belongs to a good friend of mine, and he loves using this thing. He said it works really well. And I am going to tack on a quick fix video to the end of this, because it is probably the easiest fix in snowblower history. So one more walk around here, and this is just what I use to engage the auger while I'm running the camera. I wouldn't advise keeping it on there all the time. Crank, shoot here, and well, this is for adjusting the chute, but I imagine that this is probably needs a little lubrication. There we go. Okay, switching gears. Tecumseh engine, overhead valve. Look at that, electric start. Got some drift cutters on the side here for when the snow really gets deep. You flip these over and they stick up here, and it cuts the big snow banks. Alright, there it is once again. So today we are looking at a Yard King Performance 33-inch wide snow blower. So my friend who owns this says he likes using this thing a lot. I actually replaced the auger belt recently and wrote the auger belt dimensions right there. 1/2 inch by 39 inches worked. And as he was moving snow with this thing one day after I replaced his belt, he said he went into a snowbank, and all of a sudden he couldn't back out, and the thing stopped moving. So we looked underneath, and we found that there was a chain that came off of a cog down there. And we put the chain back on, and everything was working fine until once again it wasn't. So we're going to find out why that chain underneath keeps coming off and fix it so it'll stay put. Here we go. Alright, so we got her tipped up on her nose. We're going to take the bottom off, but before we do that, let's take a look at the model number. It's a little hard to read. We're looking at maybe a 633124X89A, maybe. Can't tell if that's an 8 or a 9 or what, but if you can make that out, good luck to you. So let's open this up and find out what is going on. Alright, normally what you'd do is loosen these bolts down here, but they were already a little bit loose. A couple of 3/8 up here, and here we are. And what we're looking at, this chain right here, is supposed to be up here, and it came off. Alright, so now it's back on, but it's not lining up. Let's find out what's going on here. There, this is, I think that's the biggest problem right there. Too much play. What's missing? Why is that doing that? Alright, so it's supposed to be that side. That keeps the gears lined up. But there's something missing Really? That's it? That wheel over there? There's nothing holding this wheel on. Look at that. Could that be it? If we put the pin in the side, move the camera over here. I'm going to shut this off and move it around a little bit. Alright, so over here on the wheel, we're missing the pin that holds the wheel on. And the wheel was just allowing the axle to slide to the left, which made this gear out of whack. Oh my gosh, could it be that easy? Well, there we go. I put a bolt in the side of the wheel over there. Now with that bolt in place, I can see that the wheel is tied up against the side of the snowblower here. And a little bit of play over here, but not too bad. But that's it. That chain is no longer out of whack and should stay in place. Oh my gosh, talk about the easiest fix in snowblower history. So, all right, we'll put it back together, get it back to my friend. Thanks for watching.